Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Joe Thunder back once again with another episode of the Smoking Joe Thunder podcast. I got the homie Elvis Presley in the building with me.
Yo, what's going on?
Chilling. How you been, bro?
Yo, man, chilling.
High as fuck already.
Yeah, you know.
We're already clowning around. Fucking can't stop laughing. You know what I mean?
Need to roll up some more.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But we got another episode of the Smoking Joe Thunder podcast for you. We got a shout out to our official sponsor, Beacon Dispensaries, over there on 11 West Hamden. Where they at up north?
114th and Cherokee, right across the highway from Boondocks. Make sure you check it out.
Hell yeah. Well, we got another banger for you today, man. Y'all don't even know.
For sure.
We're about to straight clown. Talk a little history, talk a little this, talk a little bit of that. This cat has already been on the podcast, and him and the person he did the podcast with currently share our most viewed podcasts. So we like to welcome.
The champ is in the building.
the champ is back.
The champ is back. Yeah, no, we definitely had to bring the one and only
Amuse 126 in the building.
In the motherfucking house.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good, gentlemen. Happy 2023.
For sure.
Let's set the bar high for the year.
We're here, yeah.
Already.
Let's do it.
You know what I mean?
It's going down.
Eating good every day. I was going to say eating tacos.
Yeah, I'm eating some tacos out here.
You know, those pink ones.
Yep.
I mean,
singular.
Hey,
I gotta say that because if I say tacos, my homie Shoe's gonna get on me because I told him I'm gonna be eating good and tacos ain't good. Because you know I eat Toro tacos and
but
they're
Toro
good, but they ain't
fire.
You know, maybe once a month we can do that, but we can't do
Toro?
it.
I haven't had Toro.
You gotta check out us in the hood, bro, right by Thug Mansion. Whenever you want to roll,
it's pretty fire, bro. They're like deep fried tacos.
Oh shit!
It's
like,
different. They some
it's
greasy
different.
shit. Yeah,
Okay.
they're
It's
not
not
like
Mexican street tacos. It's Chicano
totally,
tacos.
exactly.
They're fucking fire though. They're like doing
Challenge
really
accepted.
You know what I mean?
They're greasy
Smoke a
for
couple
sure.
blunts. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. It's like the place you go. You get tacos. You get their tacos and a red beer. It's like what you do there. You know what I mean? So.
All right.
I don't drink, but
I'm gonna tell him you sent me.
Yeah, you can.
All
You
right.
can.
It's in the hood. We
It's
kind of
actually,
grew up
I grew up right there. I know the whole family. Like,
Right
I'm gonna FaceTime
it's a
you guys when I
really
get there.
Yeah, you kind of have
I love
to.
this place.
You kind of have to.
Show the
Steak
waitress.
tacos, those are my favorite.
Hell yeah, but how you guys been, man?
Do you even eat
Do I eat?
meat?
I haven't eaten in a long time, sir.
You should stop.
Is that why you're so skinny?
Yeah, I eat.
Stop doing that.
I eat, then I throw it up.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah.
One of those guys.
That's the skinny routine.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
Yeah, I eat meat,
Oh yeah,
fish,
okay.
chicken,
everything.
all of it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool.
I've
You have a
exercised.
favorite? You have a favorite course or favorite? You know what I mean?
I don't, man.
Your go-to. What could you eat
just
every day,
living-
bro?
Ooh,
If you're stuck on an island and you can only pick one thing,
one thing.
if you want to go, what would you pick, man? I'd probably go like with chicken wings. I think you can't go wrong with chicken wings
Every day?
Every day. I
it's
mean, what else
hard.
you gonna pick?
I'm trying to think like peanut butter or something survival.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's.
But like, you
that's
could
tough.
have it every day for sure.
Well, yeah, every day, like just
You
like
could
we
eat
eat
that.
chicken wings again. You know, we're gonna put some fucking
That's just one thing.
just one thing: tacos, steak.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would. Tacos have
Salad.
carbs, protein, vegetables. Like, it's a little bit of everything in there. You know what I mean? It's
Maybe like spinach. With
Just smoke
protein.
or
I
shit?
mean,
It pretty much has everything. Beans,
I'm trying to stay alive, bro. If
Beans.
I only got one thing left to eat, and
Beans.
I'm eating chicken wings.
fiber.
Yeah, black beans, bro.
Yeah, black beans.
Cheap
kidney
beans.
Well, you gotta think of
Kidney
this. If you're
beans.
on an island, you can probably find vegetables and shit like that to eat already.
Okay.
This is like
So
your
we can
one.
source
This is
food,
like your one bonus.
one
you know what
bonus.
I mean? Like every day, I get chicken wings. Now, if I want to go fucking spruce it up with some, you know what I mean?
Man,
Whatever
that's
the
hard.
fuck.
Some pho.
I don't have
You know,
one.
I've been watching.
Fuck.
Some fuck.
Yeah.
That's what I would
life.
eat.
Me and my girl been
Yeah.
hanging out.
Every day.
That's like.
For the rest of my life, every day.
I'm gonna let y'all know.
Probably
I was so broke in college that's all we fucking ate was macaroni, cheese, and ramen noodle for. I hate
But nah,
that
it's
shit.
different. It's
Ramen
different.
is
Ramen's-
not pho.
Ramen is not
Very
pho.
different. Me and my
It's a
girl been
whole
banging out
different
pho out
thing.
here,
Oh,
bro.
bro,
There's
fuck with pho.
I fuck with pho.
That's-
Soup is just good for the soul,
Right,
man.
right.
Soup is
Every day,
soup
too.
is life.
You can do it every day.
I could do soup every day.
Yeah, every day.
But it's too generic of a word to say like that's your
That's your
everyday
everyday.
thing, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, run it. I'll run some
Yeah,
soup for
run
sure.
some-
Let's go.
some soup.
Yeah, I gotta go with chicken wings, I think. You know what I mean?
To each his own, Joe.
You want to fight?
No, but I'll trade you some soup for some chicken wings any day.
Every once in a while,
Once in a
yeah.
while,
We could do
bro.
that,
It's
yeah.
Thursday. Let's flip it up.
That's what I was gonna tell you guys. So I've been watching this shit on Netflix, The Alone. And these
Okay,
motherfuckers
yeah.
are all tapping out because they can't get no food. And I'm like, I see more food in the fucking hood in my neighborhood. Like I
Yeah.
was leaving today and seeing a rabbit,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Field crafting is an essential key to that
survival.
survival, bro. And hunting, tracking, that type of.
well, you would think out there would be some kind of fucking shit to eat. It
Yeah,
can't
but
be
there's-
that desolate, can it?
It can be.
It can be, and it's different out there. Like in the city, they only have these confines they have to stick to, and you're gonna see them pass through a little street. But if it's open land and they have bushes and all this shit,
But
Yeah.
even like that, bro,
You're not-
I
Yeah,
can
you
go
got
to
things bordered by highway systems,
Right,
railroad
right,
tracks, all sorts of
exactly.
things that end. You know,
the path of what
and
they
the-
could take.
I feel like I could go to Cherry Creek Reservoir and find like 5 snakes and eat them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But like when they're in the mountains, these folks can't be finding anything.
Fucking sick, bro.
I'm serious.
Bro,
like
we're
if you it was like that on
We're
that
gonna have
alone
to- we're gonna have to
survival
bag
shit,
this dude up.
You're gonna have to come with
Go
us.
drop him off.
I'm a fucking
This guy's gonna
Yeah,
be like Michael
that's what we're gonna
Michael
do.
Scott in the woods. You ever seen?
cut a little piece off.
When Dwight leaves him in the woods, he
I would
cuts
probably
his
be
suit
good on
up
some
and he
shit like that. This dude made
builds a
perfect
hat.
sense. He's like, the fat fools always make it the farthest because you got so much shit to lose. You know what I mean? I could starve more than you because I got way more fat to burn. You feel
True,
me?
but it only takes like a pine cone and a half for a guy like me to fill up.
Pine cone?
Yeah, bro. It's enough nutritional
I don't know.
density
These
and
fools be
value.
falling out left and right, bro. I don't know what the fuck's going on with them. I think
and
it's
all
all
of
fake.
them are survivalists, so it just goes to show how hard it is to.
Really, actually do
It's a
it.
mental game, man. It's a game of endurance.
Talking
That's
about
the
the
war-
mental game and survival.
Oh,
You're from Chicago.
Chi-town. Yes, sir.
That's just crazy there.
Yeah, it's crazy. It could be not crazy, but it's always crazy.
Right.
So like when the homies phrased it for graffiti in a graffiti sense, but I think it applies to, I guess, the crime and just the vibe as a whole is just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening.
How would you compare it to like the other big cities like Houston, San Fran, LA, New York?
I've seen I've seen the country. There's also every area is different. There's always a different level of weird or crazy or I mean you got a whole different level of street people out here that you don't. You know, I'm not used to that. Chicago violence is crazy though, and one of the reasons I'm so.
Is that in there or is that down there?
I think it's downstairs.
Someone's busting some beats.
Right. They jamming.
I've lived there, so I have more of a hands-on experience as opposed to, visiting somewhere else and wandering through the hood once or twice. Like,
No, bro, I feel like here in Denver, like I'm born and raised, I feel like I go anywhere, bro, and I'm not fucking tripping on anything, you know what I mean? But when like I'm in LA or something else, I just I be that dumb little tourist shit sometimes, but you know what I mean? You gotta kind of watch that shit. It's different.
Yeah. Yeah,
What do you-
St. Louis is pretty wild,
That's what I hear.
bro.
St. Louis is
yeah.
wild. I mean, the whole country's wild, bro.
Have you been
From
up?
Baltimore to
Baltimore.
I mean, pockets of Miami get
Right,
everywhere.
right.
It's crazy.
Everywhere is wild.
I've seen
yeah.
some weird shit all over the place, and I've seen
For sure.
probably the least amount of like gang life or that type of culture. I've seen more violence in places that doesn't have that. Or,
Nothing's
I've
supposed
seen
to have
weirder
that element.
like homeless, violent. Like there's some weird shit out there, man.
St. Louis was a trip though, because it felt kind of lawless.
Yeah.
Except for in the like university area.
Right, that's all they're worried about.
But bro, honestly, it was crazy. Like everybody was doing donut. Like at first, I seen people doing donuts, just crazy in the middle of the street, and I was like, "Oh, crazy! That's tight. I seen that.
Yeah.
It's cool that I got to see that."
Right.
And then a couple blocks later,
Same shit.
somebody else is doing it, and then like later on, and then I realized that they party. They don't do clubs and all that shit. They pull up on a block
Pull up on the street,
and fucking
let it out.
let it out, and it was all over the place.
I'm not much of a drinker, so I'm always here for a party in the street.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
Let's keep this shit outside. We're smoking weed.
Yeah, for sure.
It was amazing. It was amazing, bro.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Fuck yeah.
Have you guys ever been to like a sideshow or anything like that outside, in different countries?
I've been out to the Bay and seen it, and now it's popped up in Chicago. It's happening pretty heavy out there.
Here they have meets, and
they was getting down for a little bit, bro. They were getting down, but they kind of they stopped that shit.
Yeah, Denver is not Denver is not playing that shit. The cops here are just like.
I want to say it was that
everybody.
I want to say it was that weekend fool when they
the whole shit down.
When they killed like 4 people on feds. That whole shit fucked everything. Because before that shit, I remember fools were going to like. What is it, Invesco, and like motherfucking couple, like about 1,000 people out there. Fools getting
crazy.
Wild and like hitting up some other shit, like different spots. You know what I mean? But
there's always gonna be an underground, man.
They still do it here. They have it at nights. They meet up places like meets and shit. Fools are doing like on the motorcycles. They're doing cool shit.
I'm talking like some crazy shit, fool. And that I remember the last time I went, it was on a Sunday, fool, and that shit was kind of too wild because there was a bunch of youngsters, fool, and I was like. Someone's definitely gonna get blasted here. Like fools already start fighting, you know what I mean? And you see 3-4 fights.
When I was a young kid, the area that I knew of, like some of the main street racing in Chicago that was happening, that area is still right now become like the epicenter of these like sideshow donut spinning fucking. But the footage, man, there's this guy out of Chicago, this Da Vinci Cat that does this drone footage. It's just, it's so sick, man. It's
What's your cause been posting some shit like that? AP, little drone site. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's in Denver or what, but
no, that's what I'm saying. They are doing it here for sure. It's just they find parking lots open, shit that in the back areas. You know what I mean? Like that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing here. In other places, bro, they're just locking down.
So they go, wherever.
In the city.
I know what you're saying. We find like the little cuts and shit. And
nah, here, they're sneaking.
It's not like you said, like in the middle of broad daylight type shit.
Cops will come shut down the whole, they'll come block off all exits and everyone's going to jail. It's like SWAT shit out here. Like, cops here, they're militant. They're ready for it. Like, there's not a big enough scene, I feel like, out here of people that are really with the shit, you know what I mean? Because the street culture exists here for sure, but Denver's so spread out, and they spread out that culture. I feel like they purposely they spread out the Section 8, they spread out all the shit everywhere, so there's not really any.
It's not like
true. There is
crammed, you know.
There is places that are like, this is where the hood is more so than other places, but honestly, they spread it out enough to where I feel like people unified a little bit different. You know what I mean? Now it's like social media, last minute you're finding out where the shit's at and pull up and, you know. Denver's different though, for sure. Everywhere's different. Everywhere's different.
You've definitely been well traveled, right?
Yeah, I'm
been pretty much. I mean, the way I've
pretty much seen the States at this point. I haven't done Maine, but I've been through the States.
Yeah, Maine's nice, man.
Yeah.
I drove to Acadia from Boston. It was pretty. It's cool. It's beautiful.
The East Coast is dope, man.
There's
the Northeast is sick,
though. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, the history is epic.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
we'll come back.
Trees.
Yeah, trees right on. I went during the changing of the leaves too, so
that's big.
There was hella colors. Like Colorado gets a lot of colors.
That to me slaps way harder than seeing some aspens turn yellow.
Right. No, exactly. Because over here, you're right.
On you, aspen loving.
No, you're absolutely right. That's what I was just about to say. Actually, like here in Colorado, we get a cool little change of color. Some red, a little bit, yellow and orange, obviously. But like over there,
when fall
it's
hit,
fucking pink, blue,
crazy.
Every color, flower, bro. It's fucking unreal. Like I loved it out there. It was really tight. And the lobster, the fucking lobster.
I bet.
Dude, the lobster's fucking delicious.
God. Fucking stupid.
That shit's real,
everywhere.
Dude.
In your scrambled eggs and your mac and cheese and your
lobster everything.
Lobster everything, bro.
Everything and your mayonnaise.
That shit's real deal. The schmaze.
Shit was wild, bro.
And you've been overseas too a lot, huh?
Yeah, not as much as I would like to have been. But yeah, I've definitely worked my way through Europe a bit. I've been a little bit of China. Just
did you go
here and there.
graffiti
I've been
in
to the
China?
Middle East. Yeah, I went out there for a mural festival. I went to Hong Kong Walls, and that got me bopping around. I was with some real ones. Shout out to my boy Zeem for helping make make that happen. Get me out there.
Did you do any bombing out there?
Yeah, fucking ton of it. The good homie Mine at the time, TWB, was out there, and that guy's a fucking crusher. And so we got to lurk around. He had been through the city a bunch. Fucking shout out to Yumo, man.
Shit.
That fool was running it real hard out there, and he showed some good love. We had a great time, man. It's fun. It's a whole different world.
What was it like bombing out there? It would seem totally different, like some comic book shit, you know?
Yeah, it was dope. I mean, visually, it's a trip. I mean, Hong Kong, it's a fucking wild layout.
With all the lights and all that shit like that.
The lights, it's super bright. It's a trip. Visually, it's fantastic. And then there's like a whole alley system through it. Chicago has alleys, and so that's something that's like a real personal love. So when another place has that, it's a real intimate wander. And those alleys are dark and weird and fucking not the lit, bright up fucking street area.
Right.
So
sketchy ass shit.
Yeah, it's fun to like weave through all of it. You know, somebody sees you on the street,
There's
you
a lot
pop
of
into
tags
the
and
alley.
shit?
There was a good amount of graffiti. I mean, yeah, graffiti's everywhere.
Yeah, like
Graffiti's everywhere, and motherfuckers that travel are up.
Yeah.
So you see it, and like the ones that know what they're doing, graffiti exists. You know, even if a place is keeping it clean, there's still
you're able to find it.
there's ways to get over. And
you know how to look for it.
You'll see some remnants.
Look for it.
Even like you go to Vegas, it's sterile as fuck, but there's scribes on everything. Like,
but I'm wondering the alleys and shit specifically over there.
Yeah,
like,
no, they were.
Are they kind of grilled, or are they just?
They were real
just
untouched, which was real special because they're old and they're grungy and they're like not kept up because of like the streets. What's important, the visual on the out front, and just tight space, very romantic, you know, real tight. And so wandering that and just, you know, having some drinks or fucking getting buzzed and
just like catch any fresh silver ones on anything in there. Like,
tons of shit. A lot of mean street tagging, spray paint tagging. Oh yeah, old rusted shit. I got put on a metal etch out there, which was crazy. So to wander around tagging on stainless steel doors and shit with the shit just burning through was fucking. It's.
Like that shit.
That's dope. That's a hell of a feeling, you know, for sure.
Hey, what's their kind of stance on graffiti over there?
I wouldn't want to deal with it. I don't necessarily know the full extent. I couldn't like.
But I mean, is it accepted? How was
probably
you went out there? You said for a mural festival?
Yeah, I was out there for a mural festival, and a mural festival is very different from some graffiti writers wandering at the end of the night.
Right. No, definitely.
It was very clean. The area we were in, there was almost zero graffiti for it, and I made effort to like get on the train and head out of that area and not be not shit where I eat, I guess.
Exactly.
But
did you find some like hood elements out there? Like, did you see at any point? Did you feel like, oh shit? Like,
no.
It's kind of this the hood.
I wasn't in any type of that, but it was it's fucking dope, man.
It's tight. That's cool.
Yeah.
Damn, Hong Kong. I've always wanted to. I've never been. Well, I've just been in the Americas. I've never traveled.
Leave the country.
I know. No, yeah, definitely.
Leave the country.
Down south,
I spent a long time not with my passport, so I've got some catching up to do, or just things to get to. But get on with it. It's definitely it's epic.
Any place? What's the number one place on your list?
To go?
Yeah.
I don't know. Every place is different. I just don't have anything. There's nothing that calls me one place more than the next, but I gotta catch them all.
What's your favorite though that you've been to?
I'd really like to explore more of Asia. I'd like to see Japan. I'd like to see just more of Asia. I'd like to get weird and really see like Eastern Europe and get deep into Russia and shit. Like, it would be crazy. I got some Russian blood, so I'm curious what some of that shit looks like and feels like.
Yeah, I've been seeing like a lot of stuff on like YouTube lately, like a lot of abandoned stuff. You ever like kind of search out like abandoned spots? Like, kind of there's really like a lot of them out there. What's crazy is there used to be a ton of them here, and then weed became legal, and they were all done with. Kind of coming back a little bit, but have you guys? I know you painted too. The tunnels right between Walsenburg and Raton.
Oh yeah,
like shit like that. I mean, that's not abandoned, but
like even like the ghost towns, shit like that. That's some cool spots.
You guys ever painted shit like that?
That sounds tight.
Me and Bope, and we camped out at one of the ghost towns here in Denver. We stayed the night. It was pretty wild, actually.
Sick.
But painted both days. It was dope as fuck. And then after the next time I seen that place, it was fucking grilled.
Yeah. I'm sitting here when you first said that, like, wow, I can't imagine that's so. But then I'm like, spent time in Detroit. I spent time in Gary, Indiana. There's so many places in the country. It's just a different type of dilapidation. Right. New Orleans, East Coast is different. It's
like an old mining town. Just poison water type vibe, and everyone had to leave.
Flint, Michigan, bro.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, exactly.
Same shit, different place, different vibe.
Crazy.
Yeah, to answer your question, yes, I love abandoned shit. I love hard to reach shit. I love being the first at stuff, as does everybody.
Everyone else. Yeah.
But I like to paint. I like to have fun. I like to tag. I like the amount of ability that a spot like that gets you. You get to do so much in a day. If the way I pack a bag, I go to spend the full day and work my way through with different purpose, different, photo intent, different, and just have fun with it. So yeah, I've spent a lot of time paying attention to that shit. Anywhere I've ever traveled, I make effort to, if I see something looks weird, I'll hop a fence, clip a fence,
Are you a person to kind of like see it and then come back to it if you're out of town, or is it, I see it, I'm going to get it right now type shit?
I'm very like in the moment, whatever feels right. If it makes sense to come back for it, it's not going anywhere. It's a building. Yeah. If it's sweet,
yeah.
I'm an opportunist of sorts, and I will absolutely make that effort as cool and casual as I can.
Because shit's a little different now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
I went to LA.
People are all looking at their phones, bro. It's a different time. Like, you used to have to worry about people being home who had access to a landline because they saw you and they can call the police or something. Mm-hmm. Now everybody's looking down at their phone. Nobody's even looking around.
Yeah,
anymore.
They're not even really paying attention.
Yeah. It's really funny. We're also, I feel like it's really one of those things where we're always so self-conscious that we always think everyone's looking at us, but really everybody else is experiencing that same thing.
Yeah,
and they're still tripping on themselves that they don't give a fuck about anything that you're doing.
You're driving and you realize, like, dude,
I haven't noticed.
I haven't seen any, like...
How did I get here?
Whoa.
Who was driving?
Whoa.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you're worried about some dude that's just off the street that's standing there pacing around a little? No.
Yeah,
who gives a,
you don't
dude.
care. You gotta be doing some really weird, crazy shit to get noticed.
I also try to, like, try to not exist in what I do, but when I interact with people, I make it a very positive experience. You saw me put up a sticker, boom, I'll hand you a sticker, bro. Like, it's a sticker. I'm like, laugh. Right. Like, everybody loves stickers. Not a big deal. You catch a tag, like, same little laugh, a little chuckle, like, boys will be boys. Like, the fuck? Who cares? Mind your business. Goodbye.
Have a good day.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Making a pleasant experience makes it a lot better for you.
It's vilified, but most people don't like villainized. Nobody's interacted with it. The amount of times people stop when you're painting a mural or something like that, like, I've never seen this happening before. It's everywhere.
That's everybody.
There's tags all over this city.
And so there's
layered up shit. I've never seen anyone in action doing it.
No, exactly. When have you ever seen somebody in action?
Like here?
Actually, I've caught it a few times in Chicago.
I
would say like
just being out, but
exactly. But in your whole life,
New York, I've seen it.
But you're looking for spots.
I'm looking for it. Yeah, my eye is trained for it.
So,
I would say the place is LA, bro. Every time I go to LA, whether I'm on the highway, right when it starts to get dark, or fucking going through the hoods and looking into shit, you see people bombing all the time in LA. Like,
that's dope.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like LA moves, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's a different thing. When I visit, I definitely need a tour guide more times than not. It's a complex fucking animal.
Nah, for sure.
I know my spots now. I really know what I like to do when I'm in LA. I have a good little sequence.
Fuck yeah.
What do you like to do, like, when you're not? Because that's just LA's hard, bro. Because it's so fucking big. Like, the first thing I want to do is hit the highways, bro. Start hitting shit on the highways. You know what I mean? Like boxes, whatever. You know what I mean? Fuck downtown. That shit's cool and all.
Honestly, though, I all the homies. I have homies who are in LA, so I usually go straight to Venice because the skate park's there, and all my my homie Isaiah's there right now. Shout out. Hella spliffs, that fool's sick as fuck. crushing. There's a bunch of cats out there really killing it.
A couple of my good homies from Chicago own a tattoo shop called Rabble Rouser Tattoo in Venice, and so Venice I definitely gotta check in Venice every time, man. Gotta go see my people, bro.
Yeah. It's a dope spot to hit first, and then there's like this little spot between Venice and Santa Monica called Sunny Blue. The little Musubis or onigiri, I think is what they're called.
I started traveling like the
fire little food, little joints for
little hitters
for cheap, and they're so good. So it's like I have these like spots that I love to hit. Earth Cafe downtown. I go to fucking Santi Alley, all that shit, just because I like that shit.
I've been to LA a million times. And I eat like shit there every time.
I've had some whack ass food.
Well, it's not that. It's just I'm so on the go, bro. Like I'm so on the go where it's like grabbing shit here and there, grabbing shit here and there. It's not like actually going to some place that I want to really that I see on TV or some.
That's
shit
actually
like that.
all that I plan for is food. Everything else I has to be organic. You know what I mean? Like everything else has to be cool.
I'm on it as soon as I get there, bro. I'm picking up the homie.
Yeah.
And we're trying to hit, because I'm figuring I only got 3 days, bro. I already know LA's so fucking big. Like I said, you can't make a dent. No. You know what I mean? You can't make a dent unless.
I mean, I painted you paint a few good walls.
Yeah.
Real quick, you can make just a little tiny little splash, like nice pieces. Paint Melrose, paint K-Town, paint downtown. Paint all these little spots, and you get a good little thing, and then it's like,
you get it moving for sure.
Yeah, you're gonna get gone over for sure pretty quick, but you'll ride for a little bit. Somebody will catch pictures. All those fools are out there catching shit, posting pictures.
I think there's just like weird out there as far as the way they post pictures, and you know what I mean.
Illegal graffiti's rough though. Out there, that shit's.
Yeah, it's a different ballgame.
That's a whole different ballgame.
But there's so much out there. It's crazy.
It's so big. But it's really cool, man. If you hit landmark shit, you're good out there. Go Echo Park, go Silver Lake, go straight to fucking Venice, go straight to Santa Monica, catch quick little ground tag runner spots. I see people up all the time.
Cutty shit,
how
curb tags.
How is that full? What's his name with the fucking stickers? Info.
Oh, bro, yeah.
How's he every single spot?
Bro, I saw him everywhere. Up here today, and I was telling my girl, I was like, hey, you see that? She's like, yeah. I said, you see that spot is either verified, that restaurant, that bar, that establishment is either verified as fuck, or this area is good to, is worth it. Right. If I see an info sticker, I know I'm in the right spot. You're cool. For sure. Yeah.
No, and exactly, bro. It's wild, like you can really make a dent, but you have to go landmark, because that's where everybody goes anyways. You know what I mean? Everybody's going to LA for these like specific things. Food though, bro, that's one thing I do not play with. There's a place in Silver Lake, best burgers ever for consume burgers. It's fire.
Prove it,
bro. Let's go.
We're going to LA.
We're going to LA. Okay.
For real. You know what I'm saying?
A little bit warmer.
What else do you do? What do you like to do?
I check in with my people usually. Yeah. I never have too much of a purpose out there. Usually it'll be like a work thing. Try to handle biz, and then just check in with some people. I try to always paint with my boy Kayer out there. Dude's got fucking every truck imaginable on lock. So there's always something to spray together and something to cruise around, man. That's an effective move, I think, usually when I'm out there. The truck.
Oh yeah, gotta get that shit traveling, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit goes for fucking.
Fuck yeah, they could show up anywhere. Show up in the bay.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's just all crew in LA whenever you go touch. I think that's probably true for all three of us. As soon as you touch down in LA, it's like, all right, who's the crew?
Yeah, there's a lot of places that I'll show up and I just kind of do my own thing and, maybe reach out to a couple people. LA's a place I'm like, I only need,
what's up?
Like, coming out there. Answer your phone. I'll knock your door right now. I'm coming.
No, real shit.
Everything's set up.
LA is that place. Other places, yeah, you're right. Like, you can do your own thing in certain spots. Like, it just really does depend on where you're at, though. Like, that kind of spot, New York, LA, it's different.
Like you said, I would feel probably safer at night by myself in New York than I probably would LA.
Yeah.
You kind of feel what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, LA, you could just stay in the right spot. and you know what I mean. Like you're fine.
New York just moves.
But New York
it's just alive.
Is alive.
Nighttime doesn't matter. It's just dark out.
Yeah,
it's like nighttime isn't a like end of the day type.
But
thing.
I want to see it now. Like I haven't seen it, since before COVID.
It's crushed.
Dude, LA?
I've been out there. It's fucking crushed. And dudes work, and it's so big that when you see people up as much as they are, and then you're just like, oh shit, this dude again. Like, you're not even verifying how much fucking work and time and like it's nonstop, dude.
You know who's like that, man? Is Hopes. That fool had so many fucking rollers, and even when you like think you've seen like, I've seen 20 of his rollers, a cut. There's another one, and then a cut, and you're just like, what?
There's some sick shit too. Yeah. There's like some rollers that are just unreal right now too. Like those dudes distort and gain and. Dude, they're fucking
changing the game with that for sure.
Blowing everybody's mind.
Yeah, it's crazy, huge,
just fucking massive.
That's the shit.
I'm like, and even after all this time, there's still new ways of getting up, new ways of getting over out there. It's tight. It's alive, dude. It's probably the most active of a graffiti experience I've ever had. You just
recently.
Well, every time I'm
just
there,
every time
it's overwhelmingly impressive because you loop the block type shit. There's another tag
and
on the block.
They're really no one gives a fuck. They are not looking at you. Not even.
Nah.
Kind
like
of.
I said, I'm
debatable.
Yeah, you're right. Tourists, like people
like to mind other people's business, bro. That's always gonna be a thing. Whether it's some homie on the street just trying to fucking flex, or it's a dude that's genuinely offended, or.
Usually, I've only experienced like the fool's mad, like my hood type shit. But like,
don't let the Orthodox catch you.
Those people offended, man. I'm just like, fuck.
I was told the one place you do not want to go is Chinatown. They will chase your ass and they'll fucking get you. They hate graffiti.
But it's crushed.
I seen like some Obey shit.
Philly was really dope too, though. I like Philly a lot. That was a cool place for graffiti. I seen a lot of shit up. Boston was cool too. I think my favorite though is still LA. It's humongous and spread out. That I experienced anyways.
Yeah.
I guess New York I didn't really. I caught some tags and I didn't know like nobody over there. I don't know if I didn't know shit when I was there.
It's like the level.
It's overwhelming, kind of.
And like you said, being that it's spread out, it's just like the level and how big they fucking go, bro. Like that really kind of like gets you like, damn, like that shit is like you said, it's not just one.
It's just visually overwhelming as a city. Mm-hmm. It's so tall. Yeah. You don't see sky. You're in a sea of buildings. If you're,
it's efficient though.
It's efficient. I mean, the place moves, dude, and it works. It's its own ecosystem in every type of way. But the cool thing about New York is everybody comes there to do graffiti from around the world because it's air quote Mecca, right? And if it's the Mecca, everybody's bringing something different to the table. So you can, the way people approach tags or fill-ins or the way everybody adapts and tries to apply themselves out there is dope. And that's why it's able to be layered and adds up the way that it is because everyone sees it different and plays it. So it's a good fucking time, man.
Hey, when you hit a city like that, what is your kind of like your little strategy? Like, is it like are you trying to like catch tags first? Or are you trying to like what I mean?
Always just want to catch tags. That's all I want to do. I've always got a mean streak on me or some type of marker, and I just want to tag on shit, especially when I'm traveling. I don't love having stickers on me because it's my name on me then. Right. They're super effective. Shout out to Info again. Like, I need those moments, so I definitely carry them. But it's frustrating, and I try to get rid of those as fast as I can and get right to just keep tagging throughout the day. And I don't really make a purpose for much. If we're eating somewhere, let's wander a couple blocks. If this area looks tight, and we got time to kill, let's go walk around it for a little while. I just kind of go with the flow. I stop really working hard to be writing down spots, and I gotta come back and doing the whole. If we can get over, let's get over on some shit. But
so you're definitely more like right now in your tagging mode, right?
Totally.
How about your trophies? How do you filter those in?
They're crisp. They're there. They're ready to go.
They're ready to go.
They're locked and loaded at all times. There's always a can on me. There's always a can in the car. You know,
I was telling him last night, bro. You have like a fresh, like distinct throw. It's like a brand. I was talking about like your shit reminds me of MQ. It's just like really boom, boom. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, there's a lot of guys that have proven the recipe that is a formula that's very effective, and it's obviously attempted to be replicated from around the world at this point. I think American throw-ups are definitely a vicious fucking thing, you know, when crafted correctly. So yeah, that's my little.
How'd you kind of come up with yours? Did somebody give you some letters?
My guy Humor, my like freshman year in high school, this dude put me on some like Chicago style throw-ups, Amuse throw-ups, and I just naturally kind of like tried. Yeah, Shock was living in Chicago at that time, and
shout out
maybe right after that, but I had already had the throw-up, and he and I, like in painting, would do 2-letter spots or do the whole throw up and just figuring it out. So I've worked 20 years almost on that AM.
Perfect.
So like, yeah, every year it changes. There's always a little something different.
A little doodad.
Sometimes they look a little stiff and.
It was funny. I was watching you do one of them and you did a shout out and everything before you finished your M, and I was just like, it's so funny to. Just how you approach the whole thing at the end. You were like, all right, let me throw this little.
I see a lot of people paint and a very I'm very calculated, same step-by-step shit, but I like just approaching it at a different time. I think it keeps you, you know, the impromptu-ness of it all is fun, man. You gotta just.
Doesn't become monotonous.
Yeah.
It's like the same.
You can be a robot with it. That's tight and effective for sure.
Right.
But
people do that for sure.
I try to be connected to the space and just be creative.
Hey, who were some guys out there that you would say have some really dope ass throwies
in Chicago?
Just everywhere in the whole United States.
Oh man, there's a lot. There's a lot
out there.
I mean, I love me some BTM fucking graffiti and, you know, that style shit. Like my guy Zeem is a massive ZEAM, massive fucking influence on the throw up game and how important it is to continue to slowly perfect them. They're never, you know, perfect.
It always works sometimes.
Yeah, just different levels of, you know, how you paint them, how you execute them, you know, the approach. Like a really solid fill and a really messy, mean, malicious, you know, outline over it. You know, just different balances to things. There's some sick dudes out there, man. Motherfuckers been killing it for a long time.
There are some.
I'm just.
What's some of your favorite Elvis?
Oh man, honestly, I like that cat Post a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Super creative.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. He's fucking fresh.
Flow like whoa.
I love his shit. He's dope. He don't ever post much, but man, it's heat when he does, you know. I really, but other people post his shit, so I know he's active. I see like all the, you know, New York, whoever.
Yeah, dude stays busy for sure.
He's fucking on it. But I like,
Oz Gemio's throwy.
Oh yeah, they're fresh. They have such a
constantly changes. It's never the same one. You know,
they're always good. They're always good.
Fuck yeah.
I like those guys a lot, actually. Their whole style is fresh. I like their art, that fucking sculpture shit. They do cool
two of the best, man.
Yeah, bro, they're so cool. Fucking twins. That means twins, I think.
Yeah. The twins.
The twins, yeah. Los Gemelos. But, nah, man, I really...
Man, Joe, if you don't know, you gotta look them up.
I'm gonna have to check them out,
These boys are bad.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. You know, I gotta give a shout out to the big homie, man, fucking big Tumor.
Oh yeah,
you got just a sick fucking and
fuck yeah,
they're everywhere. Yeah. You know, back in the day, even now, you go like I seen like 3 on the way to the airport in the hood, like L.A. That fool is in Huntington Park, so you got to go through Watts and Compton. You see that fool in the hood, and you see big ass TKOs, and you're just like, damn, like, some other shit, man. You know what I mean?
Graffiti.
Hey, how did you start? What age were you when you start kind of like traveling and start moving around in different cities?
I guess. I mean, I traveled through high school a little bit, but not seriously enough. But so probably right after high school, once I was able to kind of be on my own terms of things, travel was essential to me. I didn't, have any other way to learn that shit. School wasn't. You can't really teach, how other parts of the world.
Right.
I had to go see the shit for myself, taste the food, the cannolis. The holy cannolis out there. And just see it for myself, man. I'm naturally very curious. And coming from such a big city like Chicago, I explore. I knew the city I know that
in
city.
And out.
Yeah, I didn't never just stay in my neighborhood. I knew my shit, and I moved around, and I just have a love to get lost and see new shit.
When you go to a smaller city, is it more like of a playground? You know what I mean? Because you're coming from the big city, so you're kind of on one level. But when you go to you know what I mean,
Yeah, I wouldn't go playground, but it's a new opportunity. There's a new playing field. Maybe this is a smaller map.
It's a different level. Yeah, it's like a video game type.
Yeah, I play my games. That's my gamer reference for sure. Smaller map.
I can dig that. For sure.
Do
you always right away notice who's up the most? Is that what you do? You do that?
To me, the most important thing in graffiti is tagging.
Yeah.
And so no matter if I'm there for a mural festival, if I only paint a couple walls, if I'm there on vacation, whatever my purpose is there, I really don't care who's painting what. I want to look at tagging and see what's happening with that, and it speaks a lot. And I think that's probably the most stylish form of graph, in its own way. So I'm watching for tags and seeing who's who. I definitely being in my experience in LA, this dude's killing it right now, or this guy's fucking cool perspective for it.
Who has the freshest tags in Chicago?
I was just about to ask that. You go
in Chicago.
Yeah. I'm asking there specifically first, and then.
Man, I'm pretty stoned, and I don't want to forget people. I'm going to be alienating people that are.
Yeah, you don't have to do it.
That are fly. I think Smear is probably one of the best taggers to run his way through Chicago. Just Smeero, Smeero. Fucking the dude's a beast and has been putting in work for years there. I think he might be one of the best taggers. But there's definitely all sorts of other stylish ass people. But we do get some out of towners that move to Chicago, and I think a lot of them could be much more effective at tagging because they come with a different approach for it, and they get up. They're bold, more bold, and I think Chicago dudes kind of ease up a little bit on it. But
can you describe Chicago hand styles, or what you would?
I've always said that they're very aggressive. I think they're sharp. They stem from gang graffiti in a lot of ways. There's aggression to them, sharp points. It might be round things, but there's ice.
That's I wonder if does that have anything to do with it being so hated on too that you're almost more faster with it or more, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I've always tripped on that.
It's very I don't know the right words for it. I've never been able to describe it correctly. It's very it's just aggressive, and it feels like a lot of the tags itself could easily translate into a scribe. So these are kind of very stiff motions. Right. There isn't a lot of I
always wondered if it was
charismatic
speed,
effort. Yeah, they're
hurry up and get it done type of shit.
It's aggressive marking,
Right. Because you paint
paint's illegal. You can't get the shit in the city.
Man, graffiti's hated on.
Graffiti's fucking hated on for sure. Graffiti's running, and it's definitely at a different level of up than than I was used to, especially when I was playing it. But it's very rushed.
Yeah.
And most of the younger cats or dudes that I knew over the years, I would always try to say, one of the best things I could say is dude, 2 more seconds, 3 more seconds. If you took that extra moment to fucking breathe in that moment and finish that line and not just let it kind of flare off before you get to the next letter, stop it, end that fucking line and take that extra second. Shout out to my boy Stuck, man. That dude's tagging a bunch right now, and his tags are just saucy as fuck. Hope that inspires people to keep it saucy, get loose, have some fun with it.
Take their time a little bit.
Totally.
Don't rush it.
Don't rush it, man. Just bust it.
And then what do you see up out here?
I like very fast, aggressive tags, but they're very calculated. It's a very start and stop. It's not.
It's not so much about
it's not
speed,
a race to the
it's
end.
more
I'm trying to be very understanding of each mark,
intentional.
but quick and
It's like a release type.
and deadly for sure. Yeah, hell yeah. Stick and move.
Yeah.
Off to the next one, right?
Biam, biam, biam.
So who do you see out here? Who do you like out here? What you've seen?
Man, there's all sorts of graph out here. There's good graffiti for sure. I gotta give a shout out to Delve, man. That dude's
Oh yeah, solid.
that guy might be one of my favorite taggers out here.
He's actually fucking wild.
Definitely vibing on that for sure. But there's a lot of people up. I see a lot of people definitely active, and it's cool, man. It seems like a healthy scene.
Yeah,
I
it's
could see
pretty
some.
fun out
There's some good beef. There's some good toy graffiti. There's some good pro marks. You know, it's a good
You can
a
tell.
good balance, and you can tell people are out, which is cool, and that's healthy. That's
It helps the scene
city's
thrive for sure.
yeah, for sure. And even if it, even in the Rhino area or something, like
Right.
I know it's kind of a thing, but it's still tight. People are putting in
Right.
work, man. There's still all sorts of new shit.
It's cool that there is that does exist.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Fuck
it's
yeah,
like
dude.
also like you can see people putting in work outside of that.
Totally. Yeah, I've been moving and grooving for some months now, and it's there's fucking activity, man. Shout out to Shu on that roller, bro.
Bro, unreal.
Big boys.
Yeah, him and Perry crushed
Yeah.
that spot. Shoe is
Super shout out for that.
for sure.
That's cool.
It's crazy.
Football fools getting loose.
Yeah.
You know.
What's the most crushed city you've ever been in that you really felt like?
Probably New York, man.
This
New
place-
York is
yeah, that's-
fucking overwhelming.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some areas, Paris has a lot of graffiti. Berlin's got a ton of graffiti. There's a lot of places that have a lot of graph. Dude, New York. It's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, that place is fucking
Because
trippy.
if you ever make it to some of these rooftops and you really look around,
Oh, it's just crushed.
everything
Every
is
rooftop,
painted,
everything
dude,
that's-
and
everything
rollers,
paintable.
and everything unpaintable.
Yeah,
It's crazy, like
unpaintable shit.
because Fool's
You're
got
right.
ladders, Fool's got crazy extension poles, like the level people go to get up and be visible.
It's pretty extreme.
Otherwise,
You
it
gotta be
disappears.
extreme nowadays if you want to stick
Well, in
out.
New York, you gotta
Yeah, in
that's
those
the
places
Mecca.
you got to stick out.
And that guy Jet with rollers out there,
yeah.
fucking
Sure.
every spot, all the rollers, pretty much all the rollers.
How'd you kind of make your way to San Francisco? We were talking earlier. How did that happen?
I had I rep DE crew, or I've been crew with these guys a long ass time, and there's a bunch of guys down in LA, Riverside area, and San Francisco, and to me, San Francisco always had an appeal. There's a ton of great graffiti history out of there. Not that there isn't out of LA. I just connected to some of the vibe out in the Bay.
Yeah, it's definitely
And so it was always on a bucket
No
list. So
vibe.
I went out there kind of early, maybe or not early, but 2008, 2009. I think it was one of my first trips, and I just had a fucking blast, dude. Fell in love with that place.
Yeah.
It was just a
Super dope.
different level of free. I had good tour guys. It was like my boys fucking plant trees and shit. Just
that's around the first
epic.
time I ever went to San Francisco.
Oh yeah,
was 08 actually.
dude, it's a good time, man. And
09.
it's fun.
Blast. That place was cool as fuck.
It's just a different world, man. And then you go to Oakland, and it's a whole nother world, and that's a whole nother adventure. And then you could be in nature, you could do all sorts of shit. The bay's tight.
It's a great spot.
I got respect for it.
You said going there kind of changed your whole outlook on like graffiti and the way you were kind of moving, right?
Yeah,
You're talking about
a
like
bit.
before you were kind of pretty much hip hop, baggy, everything.
Yeah, I was a little shit. For sure, I was pretty into like Chicago. Like didn't really have enough of. It had a scene, but it wasn't like weird to like wear shit like that. I definitely had the graph shirts and fucking baggy pants and the book bag with cocked hat and
Yeah, hip hop.
Living hip hop, dog. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hip hop is fuck. And yeah, just traveling molded how I just did what I did. But San Francisco, yeah, for sure. There was.
You met a cat that was a super clean cut, and you would have never expected him to write graffiti
never would have expected
life, right?
homie to be fucking spraying, and he's a sav. He's a fucking ultra beast, and the dude was just super clean cut, and I'm like,
he kind of showed you
when I
the
saw
real
it,
Wasn't what you expected.
yeah, it wasn't even him showing me. It was just my group happened to like interact with their group, and we like hoofed it for a while. And in doing so, you know, dude's fucking sav, was doing his thing, but was like a ghost with it. Never really held the can, did his thing, passed it off, just dapper. And I was like, man, I gotta fucking get my shit together. Like, I look like a fucking idiot. You know,
that kind of put you in stealth mode.
Yeah, I went home and just kind of tightened it up a little. You know, dropped a shirt size or so. Fucking bought a belt.
Were you really wearing clothes that big?
No, I wasn't on some like raver fucking Jinko shit, but I was definitely, you know, I was feeling myself for what it was. I look back now and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
There's definitely some bigger sizes, but it wasn't Jinkos.
But I'm also like, you know, you're also treated how, especially in a city like Chicago, you want to be a punk, like you're gonna get treated like a fucking punk, whether it's from dudes from a neighborhood or fucking the law. So I'm like, if I clean my shit up, man, I'm not.
Nobody's looking at you.
Not stepping on toes. I can kind of.
Nobody's looking at you.
Do me and
blend.
Keep pushing.
Yeah. Blend in, look like you belong there.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like a chameleon.
Yeah.
I was gonna say chameleon there, but like a salamander. What the fuck was I trying to say?
There you go. No,
a
just
chameleon. Chameleon. All right.
Chameleon.
Kid chameleon.
Kid chameleon, man.
Something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Camille.
It's a Millie. When's the last time you've been back to Chicago?
A couple months ago. I was there for some family biz, and just kind of lurked around. Got to see some of the homies. Always making a couple hours to kind of wander and tag as I can. Attempt to act like I still have relevance there.
Can we talk about what you were talking about earlier, or no?
Yeah, what were we talking about?
About the commission.
Oh yeah, fucking.
Because that's in Chicago, right?
Yeah, I'm in the works trying to get with what is. There's still the relentless wood chipper of the client and time, but I'm working on trying to secure what would be my largest mural to date, and it'll be in Chicago, which is fucking sick. So might try to vibe off of my first big mural out there and try to kind of give it a part two, I think, is my
and that's
initial.
That's the one we were talking about earlier, right?
Yeah,
the one with the blue background.
Sure.
How'd you kind of stumble upon that? Like,
there was a mural. So Chicago had no
no murals
respect towards large scale mural work or any type of like out of town. You know, there was no out of town artists. There was nothing that was, you know, really condoned there or vibing. And when it finally started to happen, there was this program called the Wabash Arts Corridor being put together, and they were bringing in you know, some really big names.
Right.
You know,
I paid them a lot of money.
Yeah, there was funding for it for sure, and there was definitely like a big push to scatter. You know, from Cobra to Haircut. There was some real talent showed up for sure, but there wasn't much locals, and the locals got kind of put in some little more obscure shit, and there was no graffiti happening. And when I kind of caught an early wind of it, some of the people that were involved, I had an ability to like kind of kick and scream in front of as best as I could to be like, dude, what the fuck is going on? Like, you're going to get it all dissed. It's all going to disappear, and it's all going to get fucked up because nobody's going to respect it, and there's nothing that's bridging this you know, real community of graffiti and this large scale. Plus, there's guys trying really hard to produce mural work in the city, and you're just going to bring in all these other people, go fucking huge, fund it, like, and then have all this pride for it. That can't happen. So luck had it, and I was able to kind of kick and scream my way into a spot with no proof of experience for it. There was I had nothing at such scale to be able to say I can do this. I just was confidently like, give me the fucking space and I'll do it. And they it's about a 4.5, 5 stories more or less.
It's a big ass building. Spot.
Yeah, it's
that's a good ass spot.
It's a big
too.
spot, 5 stories for sure, and it's got some width to it. But I was supposed to have the building next to it, which is triple the width, and the owner like didn't feel confident in it, and he backed out. And so luckily they kind of like pushed me into the alley right up against the L tracks.
I was just about to say, right by the L, so
dude, it
perfect,
slides right.
bro.
I mean, I was like 3 stories in the air painting, looking directly at the CTA drivers, and a bunch of them stopped, said what's up, like, this is sick, like, you know, I grew up, I love it. I grew up as a kid hiding from the fucking train. This time I'm on.
Did you ever think some shit was up?
Sick.
Did you ever think some shit like that would happen?
Fuck no. I believed in my heart that yes, I could get to that level. I wanted to do that. That I believed in it. I didn't think in a city like that, but that was part of my goal. That's my push for I'm trying to push this shit. And I want to do different things. I want to be, you know, innovative with it. It's opened the door, you know. A lot of the work I've done in that city has definitely opened the door for others to be able to continue to do.
Did they take care of you like they took care of the other cats from out of town, or?
Yeah, I found an ability to like feel whole. I needed the photo. I needed the hours on the fucking lift. I needed the experience of actually being in a lift. They put me in a scissor lift that was supposed to go in between power lines and everything to go 4 stories tall. I got myself a cherry picker, swapped it out, and never been in it. They dropped it off. They're like, you know how to use this? And I'm like, and he's like, yeah, you'll figure it out. YouTube it if you need to. And we figured it out. 3.5 days up and down.
Have you ever painted anything that big before?
No, that was my first time. Which was
nice.
Which was fucking sick. Which opened the door then to be able to start pushing into mural work and now open the door to some of the scale that you know, I hope to come back to Chicago this summer for.
Right. That's dope, man. How did that kind of lead to your Wrigley Field stuff?
Man, the Cubs came to us.
That's good shit right there.
Yeah.
When you have the fucking Cubs coming to you, bro, it don't get no better than that shit.
Yeah, the Cubs came to us. There was someone in the organization that was pushing hard to try to bring in some
flavor,
that type of art and that type of flavor. It's a very old and stuffy organization and alienates a lot of the youth. And what's bringing new fans nowadays in sports, like, you got to find engagement.
Right.
So they pushed for a project to do like hat design. We would create these hats and give them away on certain nights for these artist series cap giveaway nights in the bleacher sections. Yeah, so it was awesome to create product in my building of a relationship with them. I was able to get myself 2 murals in the ballpark.
Oh shit!
And an official hat partnered with New Era
that
was sold in the resale, sold in all the stores in the ballpark. Yeah, I got some shit sitting on ice tucked away for sure.
That's
I
dope.
got a couple sleeves of both hats.
Sick.
Yeah, it was sick, man. It was
That's real dope.
it was real special. I used to sell souvenirs outside of the ballpark for years, hustling, bootleg
Like what?
shirts, scalping tickets, just being a fucking hustler out there. As a kid, it was
HUST.
the dopest fucking cash, sick ass job. I got to work with a shitload of my homies, and we just ran it. So to be able to go from like little kid going to Cubs games, growing up, hustling out there, tagging on shit, being a part of like Wrigley World, you know, and then making it into the ballpark and like making
pitch.
Yeah, I mean that's first for graffiti.
You threw a pitch?
Yeah, I threw the first pitch.
That's wild. That's tight.
What the fuck?
They made me a jersey.
Bro,
Yeah,
it's amazing.
we did it right. They threw a fucking creators night. We had the park to ourselves. We got to run around on the field and just
That's
fucking
dope.
hang out. They had like our art up on the jumbotrons.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
Were you a Cubs fan?
That's fucking dope.
Yeah, I always grew up a Cubs fan. I like repping the White Sox for the sake of the black and white
Right.
color scheme and whatnot. I'm a little more of that. And working outside the ballpark, selling all this shit. I grew to fucking hate Cubs fans, man. Bunch of fucking Cubs fans. So I just, I naturally, kind of rep the White Sox shit. But no, I'm a fucking Cubbies fan. I'm a Chicagoan, man. I'm a fan of.
Who are some of
I'm
your
a fan
favorite
of my
flavors?
city.
Either off the Cubs or the White Sox.
Oh man,
You gonna do that?
you gonna do that to me?
Yeah, I'll help you out. Let me see. I'm
I
trying
mean,
to
I
think
grew
off
up
the
with
Cubs.
Frank Thomas.
Yeah, I was gonna say Frank Thomas
Frank
was the
Thomas.
shit.
Ryan Sandberg was an asshole, so I never really cared much about him.
Sammy Sosa was tight.
Yeah, Sammy was a dick too. He never signed autograph. Players would come out, sign autographs all day long for motherfucker. Sammy getting his shit and disappear. He was a dick.
One. I didn't get it, but I got it from the homie. Oh, you don't know the homies.
I think the best Cub was fucking Turk Wendell. He was the most out there, weird, fucking his own unique thing pitcher. That's probably the guy.
I'm trying to think. Cub. I'm old school. I'll probably say like Mark Grace.
I'm trying to think of the movie or something.
No, Mark Grace was St. Louis, right?
Mark Grace played for the Cubs.
Mark Grace was the Cubs, yeah.
As far as the White Sox?
Kerry Wood.
Yeah, Kerry Wood.
There's
Kerry Wood.
I can't think of half these dudes.
Baseball was like cool, but I'm more of a basketball, football fan.
I don't give a fuck about sports, bro.
Not at all.
You ain't lying.
You want to take me to a game? I'll go chill with you, bro. I'll have a beer, no problem.
Right.
I'll fucking woo for the home team. I'm in. I don't give a fuck. Let's do it.
Like really care about the sports.
Any sports?
Nah, bro.
I don't give a fuck.
I'll watch all the final shit. I'll watch World Series, Super Bowl, Stanley Cup. If there's one thing maybe I care about is hockey, but I don't give a fuck about hockey either. So I'm an artist, bro. I'm not fucking feeling.
I dig it. Yeah. I like sports. I don't like them as much as I used to when I was earlier.
I care. I want the Broncos to win. Obviously, I'm from Denver. I want them to win. But if they don't, I do not. It doesn't affect my day. It doesn't.
Yeah, I'm working really hard on minding my own business, and so to pay attention to all these dudes playing games that I don't know and have nothing to do with their money or any of that, that's not my business. It's just not.
There you have it.
It's not my shit. I'll go to a stadium though.
Yeah,
I'll go to a game. Let's roll.
You get drunk when you go there? Oh, you don't really drink,
No, I don't really drink. I'll have a beer. I'll have two and insult somebody for sure in my section. But I don't really get drunk. No, but I'll pop off on some shit. Working outside the ballpark, I learned how to fucking taunt any team in any way.
And all their fans.
Yeah, I'm a little quick and witty with it, so I can fuck with you on some shit sports-wise. But I don't know anything. I just roasted some Cowboys fan here the other day. She was like, she got all aggressive, and she was like, "What is actually your issue with them?" And I'm like, "I really don't have an issue. I'm just,
I don't even know who they are.
Fucking with you, bro. You're just
Are they in the World Series?
You're just mad
Cowboys about Cowboys.
Someone's got to say something.
Energy right now.
You asked for it.
Pretty funny.
I just like the rivalry.
It really though for me it's like people's whole they get sick, they're hurt.
Oh yeah, no, people are gross. People are gross.
I guess I'm looking at it in a different way. I'm looking at it, to me, man, I just like seeing the youth prosper. Especially in the NBA, man, you got cats like Luka that just fucking killing it. They're super young and even.
That's cool, but
I want to see a young kid grow up and be an artist.
Right.
Or a chef.
Bro, but it shows where our morals are at. That we pay these athletes this much money, and the people who really mold our society and create what we're doing.
Oh yeah, they don't get no props.
Don't get nothing. It really is the issue I feel with.
If everybody didn't buy sports gear, there probably wouldn't be homeless people in this country. The money that just goes into merch, right?
Alone.
Merch. The hype on trading cards again? Bro, come on. We don't... I don't got time for this shit. I will say, hang on, it hit me. I want to go see a Raiders game in the new stadium. That's definitely...
the new stadium's supposed to be
It's supposed to be sick. Right? Yeah. We're going to Vegas.
Fuck the Raiders, though. They're our rivals.
Yeah, I don't give a...
They're going to get Tom Brady.
They're the Broncos.
Fuck the Broncos.
I don't give a fuck about any team, though, really.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
But they are the Broncos rivals. That's the rivalry.
Cool.
So, fuck those fools. I'll go to a Broncos game there. We can insult some fans.
Get in a fight.
That's probably the big money ticket, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, did you have any hobbies besides graffiti, or was it just strictly
I completely dedicated my life to graffiti and graffiti only.
That's it.
That's it.
Fuck that.
That's my life story. I'm into cars. I'm into...
when you say cars, classic cars, fast cars?
I was into import,
lowriders,
90s Japanese sports cars.
Okay. So some Fast and Furious shit.
Yeah, for sure. I was into the fucking car club shit for quite some years. I'm
drifting,
definitely...
bro? You know how to drift,
no, but your boy can drive. Wheel man.
Are you the getaway man?
Yeah, for sure.
I remember that.
I'm the driver.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you need to go.
Yeah, you go.
We can go. We're going to go.
Have you ever been on a high-speed chase?
I've driven.
Allegedly.
I've driven quickly.
Yes. With
cars in front of me and behind me. I don't know. Yeah,
stuff has happened.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna be in one in LA, bro. And it was like
I have a criminal speeding.
Oh yeah.
Mark.
How fast were you going? Allegedly.
That wasn't even that bad.
Okay. What's the fastest you've ever been? No.
I haven't hit 200 club, but that's on the to-do list.
Damn.
But I've been out there for sure. Yeah. I got a cousin to build sports bikes, and this kid's like 210 to pushing that type of fucking speed, and I can't. As someone that lives for fucking going fast, I can't even on a bike. Fucking wild.
On a bike.
On a bike, bro.
It's terrifying. I didn't want to do it in the car. I mean, I do, but I don't.
If I'm sharing fucking posts and shit to my homies, I'm probably sending more car shit than anything. And maybe tactical gear.
Yeah, some nice survival.
There's some sick chest rigs out there.
Kits. You got a doomsday pack set.
Yeah.
Packed up.
What are those fools called? That do that shit?
Survivalist.
Yeah, they have like a name for them. They have a bug out bag and a bug out
doomsday
closet.
preppers, right?
I watched that. Have you ever watched that on TV? That shit is hard, bro.
People spend some serious fucking money on some.
Money.
Have you ever
They're ready though.
Have you seen the one where the guy shoots himself in the hand like he's fucking with his kids and shit? And he's like the gun jams. He's like, what you don't ever do is put your hand on it. And he sure enough, bro, and boom, and the fucking camera people start freaking out. He's bleeding everywhere.
Fuck.
And they turn the kid and get him to the fucking hospital, bro. That shit is wild.
Oh my god.
That's just crazy.
Sick.
Guess what I'm streaming tonight?
There's some good ones on
I'm gonna warm myself up a cup of milk and dive on into that fucking episode for sure.
Hell yeah, man.
Especially with some of this Be Good weed.
Some people are fucking trip, bro. You can't.
Yeah, people are a trip. No matter what you think you're ready for, you ain't fucking ready, bro. You ain't fucking ready.
You ain't ready. It's
I'm
worse.
a ready ass dude.
It's worse.
I'm not ready.
This is a question for both of y'all.
Same.
Y'all got 10 minutes. What are you grabbing?
Anything in your house that I can possibly grab.
But I mean, like what? Like I mean, you grabbing like, you know what I mean? You grabbing, I mean, probably grabbing money, the straps, like fucking.
I mean, at that point with money. But yeah, no, I don't know.
Money could be.
Trade will happen.
Yeah.
Trade will happen.
Yeah.
You're gonna need jewelry.
Yeah,
you're gonna need shit like that.
Shit, gold.
Yeah, you're gonna need some kind of commodities, like.
You're gonna need tradables for sure. Food will become a huge,
Yeah, huge.
One of the things on one of those doomsday preppers is these fools spent like $1,000 on liquor a month and just stored that shit because they're like, this will be the gold. Like,
this will be gold. Liquor will definitely be a thing.
People are gonna blow shit up with fucking liquor. You can, you know what I mean?
It'll be a lot easier to drown yourself in some liquor than finding pills and show it. It'll be a different.
One fool said, "This is crazy too. Like, if that shit ever goes wild like that, I'm like, what you really need is a pound and a half of meth because you're gonna have to beat the fuck up and guard your shit. For real, think about that shit, bro. Like, if shit were to really go down, you better have a gang of bullets. You better be able to stay the fuck up like for a fucking month until shit kind of settles down because you never know.
You never know.
I would think people might start going house to house trying to fucking fuck shit up and steal your shit, bro.
I want a dirt bike. That's the one thing on reserve. I think is if you've got a list. You need a dirt bike at the top of the list with at least a fucking gas can. That's going to avoid everything. Yeah. Way more than any other type of fucking land-moving vehicle. You need a dirt bike.
Have you ever seen Red Dawn?
No.
Have you seen Red Dawn?
Yeah, a long time ago.
So Red Dawn is basically like we get invaded by Cuba or some shit, and it's like high school kids.
Yeah.
And that's just happening while they're at school, and they see the fucking parachutes and shit, and they start blasting fools, and they gotta get up to the mountains, and they get whatever they can, you know what I mean? And some crazy shit, bro.
Dirt bike.
Yeah, for sure. Some gas.
It's on my list. Dirt bike, some gas.
2 cans of gas.
And you need some gear. And you need to be training with that gear.
Right. You need to know how to use that gear.
You need to be able to carry weight because it's only whatever you're going to be able to carry.
Right. That's all you're going to do.
All right, I'm spinning out. I got real serious on this, and I'm like, uh-oh.
There you go.
No, for
there
real,
he is.
You can't take much, and you got to take, the necessities.
I mean, do you have to leave?
Yeah, what if you had to leave? Like, what if you had to go to the mountains? Like, what if you, shit started popping out and you really, had to get to the mountains, ASAP or pretty much get to the mountains? Like, whatever way you get there, you know what I mean?
I'm kind of intrigued by if everybody's evacuating, what happens if you stay?
Right.
Well, in that movie, they put them in concentration camps and they killing motherfuckers. And, if you're any kind of anyone or anything's out of norm, you know what I mean? The people, one of the kids.
If you're not blue, you're getting shot.
Yeah, exactly.
What if the avatars come? Are you ready?
No, now you're talking.
I walked out of Avatar 3D because it was too intense on my sensitive eyes.
Oh shit!
I had to go back and see it in 2D. They're coming. Yeah. They're coming.
They are good. Those guys. Those ones specific avatars.
The avatars are coming. That's the fucking problem.
Have you ever seen any weird shit? I would say avatars.
No, I would love to see some weird shit.
Any weird shit like that? Painting any fucking UFOs?
I have a buddy that swears we experienced some very paranormal moment in a big abandon in Chicago. I don't recall it. I don't remember it.
You're just high.
I didn't fucking see it. I wasn't high. I was on my shit, but I didn't see it. But two people saw the same thing. I don't know.
Cha 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 cha.
But other than that, no. I believe it. I would love to see it. Fucking show me the fucking light, bro. Let's do this. But also, no, I haven't seen anything.
There's any weird shit, any crazy shit?
No, man. No, I haven't really. I've definitely heard some crazy shit off in the distance, but like when we spent the night at that ghost town, we just heard shit coming from. We camped outside of a house. We were in the backyard basically with the tent, and it was just sounded like there was people inside the house. And I'm like
some crazy shit.
But that was it. It was just we couldn't really hear what was going on. We also had a fire going not that long ago. Maybe somebody was actually coming to look and make sure nothing was on fire. I don't know. We kind of toyed it up a little bit, but it was
by all huddling together in fear.
No, by having the fire. No, it was actually a pretty chill night though. I've never experienced anything.
It's the voices in your head.
Yeah, well, all three of us are like, what the fuck was that?
Oh,
at
crazy.
The same time, and we're three of us in one tent.
Damn.
It's a pretty big tent.
Fuck.
So that was
real.
That was creepy.
The hills have eyes, right? Is that it?
Creepy.
Weird.
Yeah, but other than that, I never really experienced.
Do you want
anything.
to talk about it?
I've never seen anything.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
I've never seen much.
No. Fuck. One day, man.
Yo, that girl,
one day we're gonna see it.
You follow Shiva?
Nope.
She does this she goes to these abandoned places. She was on a cruise ship, abandoned cruise ship, from old one.
Tight.
It was pretty crazy. She's the first person in there. It seemed like there was no graffiti and there was nothing in there. It was dusty. Chips were still.
There's shit that's so obvious that it's why is this not touched?
And she's a lock picker.
Right.
So.
Trespasser.
Have you seen that one? There's some guy on YouTube, and I don't know the name, but he says he's it's weird. He says he's a time traveler, fool. Ooh. I know this sounds weird.
Send me the link.
But he goes to these.
I'm not interested, but send me the link.
He goes to these places, and there's no one there, and he says some shit that he got sent.
Is
to
his
whatever.
Name Rick Sanchez?
I have no idea.
Does he have a grandson named Morty Sanchez? There's a lot of time traveling in Rick and Morty's show.
It's pretty sick, actually.
No, I haven't seen him. Send it.
But what I was trying to say is he goes to different places and everything's abandoned. He goes to hospitals and he's in these big cities and he's videotaping the shit, and it's he goes to the places where there should be definitely people, and he's going to these places and there's no one fucking there. and people are telling them to go like different places and here and there, and it's just some crazy ass shit. And they're like, how's this fool going to all these places? And there's really like nobody there. Everything like he's in like London. The shit. And they were like saying maybe during COVID, but it's just some crazy ass shit, bro. And this fool's, you know what I mean? It's just some crazy ass shit.
It's all these fake enterprise, fake businesses,
fake records,
fake records.
Yeah.
It's pretty good then. No, but those are like those fake corporations that get all that grant money and all that stuff to do things and
do crazy shit.
That's really what they are. Is nothing.
Nah. Hey, how you liking the city so far, man?
I'm digging it, man. It's chill.
You know?
I've been a bit of a hermit.
Well, it's winter right now,
I've been in the lab working on some things, as they say.
It sucks because it's cold, chilling man. Out. You know what I mean? You can't really do
cold.
shit.
The cold's pretty mild. Everybody, the Chicagoans that I know from out here, people check in, have definitely said that it'll be an easier winter. It has been.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not like.
We've gotten some snow. It's been tight.
Yeah.
I'm in Colorado. I want to experience winter. I don't want that to just be fucking sunshine.
Yeah,
it's nice, but
it is the sunshine state. Though.
Yeah, it's dope. I'm vibing on it. It's healthy.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. You have a favorite restaurant yet?
I don't have a favorite restaurant yet. Yeah. I'm working on it.
Anything you like that you were like,
Yeah, there's the pho is fire out here. Maybe pho 95 slaps.
Pho 95 is fire.
Fire. There's some good Asian food out here for sure. I've had. Was it?
How you about Asian food? You got just like one spot you go to, or do you go to a bunch of different shit?
I'll eat any and all Asian food whenever, every day, every single day.
I could eat every day.
I'm with. I'll try anything once.
Yeah.
Especially Asian food. I'm like, let me see.
Yeah, send another plate.
Just tell me what it is after. I really don't even care about, you can tell me anyway. But I love Asian food. It's my favorite.
Fuck yeah.
I like Japanese a lot. I don't know. I like Korean food is amazing.
Yeah.
Chinese street food, all that shit, fried shit.
Shit, food in general is good.
I'm gonna need the locals list, man.
I got you.
I'm gonna need that.
I got you on some spots.
I need the good restaurants and the good restaurants with bathrooms for tagging.
You know, some people I think like Bourbon Grill. I think it's good, but I think it's just like a Denver shit. Like you try to take other fools there, they don't. You know what I mean? They're like, what the fuck's this? Like I've had that happen a couple times or heard.
I love that.
I think
shit.
it's a bomb too.
It's like this bed of rice with this chicken bourbon sauce on it. It's like grilled chicken
food
fire.
Too, bro.
It's a bunch of food.
It's good,
mac and cheese fire.
Down.
It's like so good, but it's fire, and it is Denver as fuck. It's like this old window that used to be on Colfax, and now they got a little spot. So it seems a little bougier, but the food's even better now.
Fuck yeah.
So
it's more fucking expensive.
Yeah,
I swear, everything's fucking expensive now.
More expensive. Everything's expensive.
It is way more.
That shit used to be like $7 for the deal. Now that's just like $15.99. Some
everything's that expensive.
I was wanting the other day just go grab a bite, like cheap, quick, nothing. Like you know what I mean? And the shit that there was like.
For documentation's sake, we're in the egg crisis currently.
Oh yeah, we are. It's egg crisis.
Shout out to the most expensive eggs you've ever bought.
Yeah.
No, for real. I posted a meme.
Shit's real.
How everyone's being cool to Mexican families now. They got chickens in their backyards.
That's hilarious.
For real.
That's definitely hilarious.
You seen the meme of the chicken walking around with the Gucci purse and
I've not seen that.
That's what chickens look like.
And what's crazy is they put that in your head so you go out and buy eggs. Isn't that crazy? Like if they
taking it that direction. We gotta get fucking eggs.
No, if they really didn't put it out there. If they really didn't put it out there that was $6, like I wouldn't give a fuck. But if they say that and then you're like, oh, it's like toilet paper. Like, oh, do I gotta go get? You know what I mean?
We're running out of eggs. They're gonna expire. We gotta get them because regardless, they're gonna expire in 2 weeks.
Right. Fucking chickens.
Fuck out of here.
Dude, this place is fucking backwards.
It's backwards.
Bro.
That's how shit's getting.
This programming is fucked.
Yeah.
It's the Matrix.
Oh, we're in it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Deep.
How deep?
It's a 1 in a billion chance that this is not a simulation. anyways. Let's, hydrate. Make sure you hydrate.
Hell yeah.
Helps.
Definitely.
Drink water. Clarity. Ground yourself.
Be like water, my friend.
Put your feet in the water.
Yeah. Put your feet on the ground.
Get off your fucking phone and put your feet in the water.
Get off your fucking phone.
I never thought that you would say that earlier, bro. Like, for real, everyone like is fucking in their phone. Like, ain't no one in the streets paying attention.
Everyone's in their phone, bro.
Everyone.
Go to a restaurant, bro.
The cops.
The kids on the phone. The moms on their phone. Like,
the cops are on their phone in their car.
We're detached.
I saw some crazy shit, fool.
Bro.
Yeah.
It's
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
No, it is. I was
outside is crazy.
Outside is wild as fuck.
I saw this couple at the restaurant, and they ordered their food, and the whole time they were eating, like, when I eat, I put my phone down and I eat. These fools were on their phone and eating the whole fucking time. It just tripped me out, bro. Like,
do you got that groove on your pinky yet from holding your phone like that?
No, not yet.
Fuck.
Actually, I did.
That's some real shit. They're saying I read some like randomness. I can't regurgitate it 100% truthfully, but the gist of it is pretty much we're gonna see changes over time in the structure of the hand because of the adaptation to the cell phone.
And your fucking head holding that shit up.
Yeah,
that shit can't be good, bro, for real.
You're melting it.
At least the one thing though is, like you said, people are in their phone.
Dude, fuck the holding it to your head part. It sits in your pocket next to your fucking nuts all day long. Or your lady parts, which are even more important.
I never thought of that, bro. Damn, now we're getting into conspiracies. I'm just
no, what, dude? You want to talk, dude?
You want to fucking
talk? You want to have the hard conversations, Joe?
I'm here for whatever, bro.
I'm not going there. I have to go home.
Let's not do that. Yeah.
It's getting late.
At some point, I need to
late.
go home.
Yeah.
That's
a
part
relax.
3.
Yeah. It's getting late. Part 3.
There you have it.
It never happened.
We'll bring it back.
Come rewind.
Whoa.
Yeah. The awkward's okay. We're peeling back the layers.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Of the onion.
Yeah. It starts getting tender as you work your way in.
Right,
that's what she said.
Come rewind. Whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
I think we're high.
Yeah.
We're high. It's cool. Shout out to Be Good.
Shout out.
Fuck yeah.
Need the sound effects again.
We need
the fact that you guys don't have a sound effects board is
pretty funny.
Probably
we've tried to, we had a couple DJs.
You know what? Yeah. I just recently figured one out, so we're about to have a little one.
We're about to step it up,
Spencer
bro.
gift keychains.
I'm actually about to do it. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing it like that with the drink cans. Just get a real one, bro. Wake everyone up.
I just got a little plug in. It's gonna be
fuck
great.
it. Just buy a real air horn one and fucking wake everyone
up.
Up.
Be great,
fuck yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, we're about to start upgrading and we're about to start taking this shit to the next level. We need to.
Yes.
And with guests like you, we definitely appreciate you, man. You know,
I'm humbled to get to hang out with you guys. I appreciate the love and the hospitality.
That was fun.
Treating me like one of the guys.
Nah, for sure.
You're one of the guys. It was already funny before we started.
Yeah.
Like before we even
you guys
got
should have been
going.
here before the episode. Way better.
Way better
conversation. A lot
yeah.
funnier. We had nice fucking laying down some good humor.
Nice was just pitching
nice,
in
isn't
some
it?
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Nice.
Shout out to Nice for being the first official listen of this podcast.
Yeah. There you have it.
All the B-roll.
Yeah.
Some high as a motherfucker.
All the
man.
clipped out cannoli quotes. I really said it a bunch this episode, but
a lot of times.
Joe clipped me.
Joe took it out this time.
What's that? Oh,
cannoli quotes.
I don't think did I? Did I take out a couple?
No,
cannoli
for this
quotes?
episode.
Oh, for this one. We should have had some cannolis, bro. If I'd have known.
Yeah.
I know,
that was a C3PO gift.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, he brought the cannolis.
Yeah.
Holy cannoli.
I rolled up with nothing. I came for some weed. I'm gonna have a good time, and I'm gonna slide out of you.
Yeah.
There you go.
I brought your book back.
Like your stuff.
Appreciate you.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
my credit's good here, man.
Right now you're golden,
That's the test, man. You bring somebody's black book back, you're in.
No shit. Yeah, you're right.
And I will tell you, in probably the last 15 years, that is the only black book I've given back.
Damn.
I appreciate you.
My boy Scope, right before I left Connecticut, he got his book back. But other than that, you too.
It doesn't happen too much.
Right, you two are the... There's... My collection of black books is based on other people's black books. So, I got your shit. Come fucking pry it from my cold dead fingers.
Yeah. It's all filled up now with all your shit.
I'll be in the mountains.
You.
That's on my list of my 10 things. Put me down to 9. Put me 8. I got the dirt bike also. So I got a stack of sketchbooks and a fucking dirt bike right now.
Yeah. That's nice.
Episode 3, I'll drop the rest of the list.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. Well,
you gotta give us one more though. What's another bucket list?
A knife.
A knife?
Essential.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't take a knife with you if you only got 10 things to bring?
No, I'm talking about a bucket list.
Oh, damn, we switched.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was talking about
Elvis, were you with me?
Hold
or
on.
were you with
I was
him?
with you.
Am I weird or is he weird?
This was
I'm high.
tripping.
Dude.
What to explain to me?
What happened?
So we were talking, we had the list of survival.
You said with
Right.
the 10 things you would leave with.
Right, we never. Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm talking about. The dirt bike and the stack of sketchbooks.
Oh,
That's what he would take with
And then if I'm going to give you the 8th one, it would be a knife.
Gotcha.
So bucket list. Though.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were talking about
Well,
the
bucket list. I'm here
stuff.
for it.
Yeah.
I don't,
No, we
I don't
weren't talking about
know.
no
My
bucket
bucket list is to continue trying something different, period.
Evolving.
You can't stay in the same place, man.
Right.
You know, I'm here right now.
Right now.
Dot.
Yeah.
Life's about experience,
So,
new things, try new shit. Bucket list is to do the things
Keep
I haven't
moving.
done yet.
Yeah,
Nah, for
moving.
real.
My bucket list is all the things I haven't done yet.
So it's more like what have you done, and then
Yeah.
do everything else.
I want to skydive in Moab. I think that's something I'm trying to do. That
That's
seems
pretty dope.
that seems
That
tight.
sounds legit.
I've never
actually.
done it. I feel like that's a good first
Yeah.
visual.
I mean, dope.
You've never gone skydiving before?
No. And I was always going to do it in Illinois, like outside of the city, but I'm like, I'm going to skydive into a field in the suburbs.
Right. Right.
Whoa.
Right, that makes sense.
Moab or
adrenaline
something?
junkie?
It's
Jesus sign?
like landing on the moon. or
Into a
something.
Jesus sign?
Right. Impale myself
Just
like,
that. Smack the sign.
Are you an adrenaline junkie?
Yeah, I guess.
Thrive on it a little bit.
I have respect for my life.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm willing to push some shit.
Yeah.
For sure.
You ever been bungee jumping?
I haven't.
You?
Nah, hell no.
Would you? I would.
I might. Yeah, I'm down.
I remember in the
Just because I'm
90s,
down to try shit.
a bunch of bungee jumping shit kept going wrong at tourist type places.
Oh, right.
So I was terrified. I'm like, if I'm going to jump out, at that point, I just want to jump out.
Out the
I really,
plane.
truly don't care to bungee jump. I want to skydive. I feel like the bungee seems a lot more dangerous in its own way.
I think I'd have to agree. I might not.
The dude jumping out of the plane cares about his fucking life.
Yeah.
The dude fucking telling you, oh, I don't know if it's connected correct. Oh, push. The dude that makes $10 an hour.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
The dude
I
that
can
makes
dig that.
$10 an hour.
That dude smoked and checked the cables. And then you paid.
seen those
You paid
videos
to
of
jump.
The dudes like running across those like ladders and shit, and their little thing wasn't connected the whole time.
Oh God.
And it's like,
Nah.
yeah, oh dude, it's crazy. It's a trip. People fuck up all the time.
Oh yeah. I saw
Parachutes,
this
they
post
usually open.
of these guys on like a big construction crane with the hanging hammocks under the crane, just like chilling. Like that's
That's how you do it.
right. That's a different tingle.
Bro, yeah, no shit.
Right?
That old school shit though, you know, like fools used to do wild shit back in
Wild
the
shit.
day. Rock climbers hang off the side of cliffs and spend the night and shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's
man.
insane.
Wow.
Fools are wild. I'm down to climb some shit, but like if I fall, I don't want to just be dead.
Everything from way back, I think, was more extreme. As extreme as everything feels
Right.
now, like the beginning of UFC or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Those were just fights.
I'm sure.
It's
Yeah, it was
like,
just
it's like
fights.
a bar fight, like a random.
That was real shit.
Dude, it was crazy as fuck. Those were wild, actually.
Right. And
Listen.
now, so I think, yeah, all that trial and error time.
UFC 1 was here in Colorado, in Denver.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, Big Mac. Nick
That's
Nichols
wild.
Arena. Yep.
I remember that shit.
Yeah. That was wild.
That was a big deal, I'm sure.
It was a big deal.
Fuck yeah.
That was a trip.
Fighting!
Everybody was so ready.
And that circles back to the same sport.
Remember the logo?
Same shit.
It was like the dudes all
Yeah.
flexing. The trip.
I'm high as a motherfucker over here, y'all.
I'm nice and stoned.
Oh man, I got
What was I smoking?
lit.
The Grape Stomper.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Stomped your boy out.
Stomping.
Stomping.
Great.
Yo,
What's up?
I'm fucking dehydrated.
Yeah.
Well,
Shit, man. Like I said, we definitely appreciate you coming
Fuck
on.
yeah.
You gonna end it with
Dig
the
me.
freestyle? Didn't you tell us that last time you were gonna freestyle on part 2?
Did I say that?
I believe you did. We might have to
don't remember
rewind
that?
it. Yeah.
Dude, I blacked out. I was so high.
It was really high last
I was pretty high. And unfortunately, I'm too high tonight to be
This
able
time,
to fucking.
next time.
also.
I'm a little parched.
I'm
and
parched
this
as
streak
fuck.
just ain't hitting it. So maybe next time, boys.
All right.
I got a couple things on a list to share and a fucking flow to drop. I'm never gonna drop a flow on this. Damn.
All right, well,
I was trying, bro.
One day. It was good. You almost got me.
Two
Almost
beer-
got me.
2 beers.
I am comfortable.
Is that what we gotta do? We gotta get you 2 beers?
I don't know.
Might happen.
I'm gonna say some offensive
And
shit.
somebody else has to freestyle too.
And then somebody else has to fucking freestyle for sure.
Well, next time, Nice will join us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in the
Always
car
done.
and just fucking let it out, man. I'm gonna fucking freestyle
That
the
or
whole way home.
she likes to rap no
Oh,
freestyle.
yeah.
What were they called back in the day? I forgot.
Flows.
Oh,
Fucking God's Forgotten or fucking Loose Change.
Loose Change and
They used to rap. Everyone, I never rapped.
I never
Even though I
rapped.
got one verse.
I graft.
You know what's crazy is I have one verse out there for that I ever done. And it's on the one person's CD that's probably everywhere. It's Mr. Verbal CD.
oh my god.
So it's definitely out there.
Yeah.
I don't have a copy. I probably do have a copy.
You
but
got
I
a
mean,
copy, bro. Send me the link.
Yeah, people who have CDs still
I'm,
have
Let
that.
it
But
go.
deals in-
People from Denver, yeah, but people from Denver who still have CDs
like some
have that CD.
Have it.
Oh yeah.
All of them.
I have it for sure.
Mr. Verbal was on every corner on accident.
Yeah.
He sold so many CDs.
I have it for sure because I probably got like 500 local CDs, and I probably have at least 10 of his in there. I'm sure it's on probably is on every one of them. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah.
ultimate, he's a homie,
Fuck
ultimate
yeah.
hustler, bro.
I can't wait to
There's a guy, Sharkula Thingamajig in Chicago.
Sharkula Thingamajig.
He's got all sorts of fucking names. Sharkula Thingamajig.
Thingamajig.
Yeah, they call him Thig.
That's sick.
That's
as
hilarious.
shit.
Shout out to Thig, man. Fucking
Thingamajig.
forever on the hustle, forever grinding. Just trying.
Thingamajig.
Yeah, but like in my 20 plus years of living and doing graffiti in Chicago, being at parties, being in the mix,
He's
I
all
don't
busting.
know. He's probably got a couple hundred albums for sure.
Oh damn.
Mixtapes for sure.
Thingamajig.
Shout out to Shark, bang.
Shark. Yeah. Thingamajig.
Get him.
Real ones know.
Hell yeah.
Real ones know.
What's the area code, Chicago?
Yeah, 312-773.
312.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Hey, you got any other shout outs?
Shout out to everybody, man. Life is all good. I showed up here today.
Nah, for real, man.
Be good. I appreciate
If it
you
ain't
guys
be good,
showing.
it's no
Shout out
good.
to you guys. Most important thing.
Yeah, appreciate
yeah.
you, man. No, that was dope.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming through.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Blessing us again.
So I'm sure we'll have a
with
part
another
3
More
down
to
the
come.
road.
I
Yeah.
appreciate
Pretty
building with
fun.
y'all. Oh yeah.
Pretty good.
Hey, do you want to drop like an Instagram in case they want to reach out to you for any kind of work? Or are you
Yeah,
cool?
hit me at AMUSE.126. Check out my website. Amuse126.com.
All right, I'm gonna check that shit out.
I'm digital.
Digital, man.
I'm digital, man. In the
Digi,
physical.
digi.
Physical with the digital.
Well, there you have it.
That isn't a freestyle.
No, no, it
We're
was
getting
all-
ready.
no,
We're about
no.
to get the cipher
I was like-
going. You're starting to get like I'm about to start
Hit pause, I'm gonna let it out.
show you what it's all about.
Yeah, boom.
Show you who got the most clout.
No, and I'm
Joey
out.
T.
Peace.
And we
It's
out.
126 and I'm out.
Yeah.
There's a freestyle for y'all right there.
There you go. We're out.
Hot dial on fire.
Dylan.
Dial on.
Dialogue over here.
We out of here. Peace.
Yay.
Peace.